Well, You Lie Cry is actually the first single to the project. I haven't even talked about the project yet. I just wanted to drop the single on some low shit and see if people just see what they think. But this next project, man, uh, it's funny because I recorded the whole project over quarantine, and I recorded it over 5 beats. And the person who produced the beats at the time was this kid out of Pakistan, some other country. He heard the project and he was like, "Man, this is hella hot. I want $1,000 for each beat." And I was like, "Bro, you tripping?" Like I get streaming. Like we could talk splits. We could do that. He goes, he's steadfast. He was like, "I want $1,000 a beat." So I took the whole entire project, stripped the words, hit up my boy in LA. Was like, "Listen, I need you to build a beat around all these vocals." So You Lie Cry is part of that. So he built beats around the entire vocals and made everything sound so together. This project is called I Hate Being Human. And it's 5 tracks. But it's called I Hate Being Human. It's 5 tracks, all produced by my homie Remy Prosper. It is everything that I am as a person, from the nice side of me, the sad side of me, the asshole side of me, the thoughtful father of me, that complexity all in one. It's only 5 tracks, but from start to finish, you are going to get hit in the head. And there are 2 tracks that on the project you think, like when you hear them, I'm low key, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the project so you can peep it on your own. But when you hear 2 of the tracks on there, in your mind, when you think business-wise and radio-wise, you're going to be like, damn, he should have left with these 2. But I took one of them, You Lie is one of them, and I said, you know, fuck it. I'm going to give him something that they usually wouldn't hear as a single, and that song's called Mankind. That's going to be the next single coming out. That shit, I freestyled the whole joint, and it's probably the realest song I've ever made in my entire life. And that's how each one of the songs are. So the next thing you're going to see is a project, drops in March. Single comes out. The next single, Mankind, comes out in March. Project drops in March. I'm dropping then just a runoff single with a video, which is going to drop in March. And then from April to the end of the year, I'm probably going to drop another 6-7 projects with at least 100 singles. I came up with the title probably about 2 months ago. And it's crazy because I was, I think one of the hardest things, especially once you put your all into making this music, one of the hardest thing after that, outside of talking about split sheets and all the business stuff, is what the fuck do I call this thing? You know what I'm saying? So we had to bounce back and forth. Me and my manager bounce back and producer bounce back and forth with names. And then you got to create the artwork for it. So it was a shit ton of just work and just having to put that effort into it. But the glue was just seeing how, no matter how long it took, I started recording this project in April. Now we're just now about to release it. No matter what it took, something positive always happened. Okay, this happened. This negative situation happened. We figured it out. We got it done. My manager, he stepped up to the plate. The producer stepped up to the plate. Okay, now we kind of need money to push this project. That came. And it's just like, it felt like God really still has his hands on this project as it moves forward, because it's just something that, it's actually one of the first projects that I actually really start talking about God as well too, and bringing him up in the music. So I feel like the Lord, knowing that he's really helping me out as well too, because usually I would hint about it here and there, but knowing, I think part of quarantine was realizing that as I'm getting older, I'm going through these things, I need to be fully honest with who I am and the type of person that I need to be, and not talking about my faith it's lying. It's lying. And so I don't want to do that no more. So I talk about that, but I also talk about, the dark side of me as well too. So with that type of honesty and that type of emotion being to the forefront and just seeing how everything just came together, man, that's the glue is God, really.